RyNO-Fails. And I know what you're thinking. Pirates? Barry Bonds? GM? It's got to be a fantasy. Exactly. But it would be a great fantasy being that he was such a great player throughout his whole career. Yeah, he's a 4-2 guy, didn't have the greatest of arms, but it was effective, and he was a gold glover. Not to mention multiple MVP in the Pirates uniform, and 30-30 guy in the Pirates uniform, which makes him a Hall of Famer to me overall. So, in that case, I want to see what he would do with a small budget in the Pirates uniform or a Pirates organization. And to do the groundwork in the 2020 season, I wanted to make sure I did this fire sale to make sure we were prepared for the 2021 year. So Barry Bonds to hit the ground running. So the first move I made was Jorge Alfaro. Quality young catcher. Great arm, can move very well. Figure I need to get younger and also build up this salary, build up our budget. So that was a great move first off. Second in our rotation, Trevor Williams, but wanted to get a little younger. Ronaldo Lopez is a little bit younger, 26 years old, and understands that he's going to come out of the bullpen for a long relief, even though that's not the most gratifying role. Jose Alvarado, Diego Castillo, both throw extremely hard. Want to build up our bullpen in that aspect. Thought it was a quality move, so I jumped on that for sure. Gregory Polanco, fan favorite, especially in Pittsburgh. Didn't really want to lose him, but like I said, fire sale. We gotta make sure that we make this budget up, and we still want to make up some budget for next year. So he had to go, and it was a great move to get Mel Reed's Viloria. Tough name to say sometimes, especially when you're talking kind of fast, as I do most of the time. So, being that this is the case, we are going into our free agency. Being that it was a fire sale, we were a little bit thin in the outfield, or thin in multiple spots. So we wanted to make sure we signed a couple of guys just to bolster up our major league roster and give us a chance to rest some guys, because we do have some young guys, and we don't know what their stamina is just like, going through a 162 game season. So being that we want some veterans, just to give them the ropes or guide them through, it was a big deal. I wanted to sign Puig for a 1-year deal, but being that he's 29, he probably wants a little bit more stability. We negotiated, he negotiated hard, and ended up getting a 2-year deal, which I'm not mad at. I love Viva. He's also a fan favorite in multiple places. They're gonna know he's gonna play hard, and loving having him in a Bucks uni. All right, so that was one move we made, but we still had a few more moves to make. We still needed a little bit more help as far as putting together guys, just to make sure that we can still stay on the field. So Ken Giles goes first in free agency. Big fish. Trevor Bauer, one of the smartest pitchers in baseball. JT Realmuto, one of the best catchers in baseball, which is still surprised they let go of Wilson Contreras. Jack Peterson, Big Bob, the big bat to get out there in Miami. And Andrelton Simmons goes to the White Sox. But like I was mentioning before, still has some moves to make. Wanted to be a little more aggressive in free agency, but being that Josh Bell hadn't signed yet, and I wanted to sign him to a longer deal, Pirates are not known to do so. They tend to give away some of their really, really good talents, or superstar talent, when they become superstars. So I wanted to make sure I signed him for a longer deal and keep him in that Pirate uniform, let him feel like he can make a home in Pittsburgh for the duration of his time. Free agent pool looked okay. Had some guys in there that I was really, really looking at. Justin Turner being one. Especially for a 1-year deal. It'd be good. Got a young third baseman over Key Brian Hayes. Good to have somebody with a veteran over there with him. helping them through it. But JT wanted to be an everyday player, and I definitely wanted to give Brian a chance to be an everyday starter. Not to mention, we also had people. We have a lot of players at those positions they're prevalent in free agency this year. Hopefully the next year's free agency will look a little bit better, and we'll have something to spend for it. But like I said, we bolstered a little bit of money, with these 1-year deals to give us a chance to at least sign one fish. Mookie Betts comes off the books. All right. Rockies, surprise. Rangers get Osuna. Not as surprised on that one, but more so surprised about the Mookie Betts one. That was a very, very big shot. And like I was mentioning before, a little bit more depth. Chris Owens, infielder, multiple spots in the infield, decent bat. Just wanted to get somebody that could play the position, especially third base. You see the reaction, fielding. Wanted somebody that can definitely move from short to third to second if I needed to. Just because, like I said, we're a little bit thin, or we're a little bit thin. D. Gordon, another guy that can play multiple spots, infield and outfield. Those are quality guys that have on your team, dudes that bring a lot of gloves to the field. I appreciate that as a baseball guy. I appreciate a guy that can do a little bit of it all. So, I want a guy like that around. Anthony Rizzo comes off. He moves from one side of Chicago to the other. He doesn't even have to change address. Miguel Sano. I'm not a firm believer of not messing with trades too much. I'll just turn the sliders down a little bit, but I won't stop trades or anything of that nature. The Rule 5 draft, I saw Eric Jenkins and saw that he was a cat. Looked really fast. Looked like a guy that we can develop a little bit, especially if his back can develop. We can turn him into something. So I took a shot at him. Didn't want to do anything in the second round. As we can see, all our guys came, and as you're looking at our lineup and we're looking at our guys, the one signee I didn't mention was, I guess it was on purpose, was Marwin Gonzalez. As you can see, not the most proud signee, but nonetheless, we're looking pretty good. Top to bottom. Still got some guys that we can move. Also got some guys that we want to build on for the long term. Like Jameson Taillon, Mitch Keller, another young guy. So, it's gonna be a trying time. I still feel like we're major league ready. It's gonna be tough to get some wins in some of these sims, just because I'm seeing that they don't take kind to some of our bats or whatever. But we're developing, man. We got some young guys. We got some young hogs. You'll find some game. We'll have some gameplay. I know it's not been a lot of gameplay lately, but we'll have gameplay for sure in the next videos. Already have opening day and home opening day. So make sure that we keep this momentum going, of this video and whatnot. So, but nonetheless, do more today than you did yesterday, and be better tomorrow than you were today. It's a credo I live by. Code, do that. And anything else, you'll figure it out for sure. As my man Paulie P would say, go Bucks. Peace.